I'm going to talk about my project 5. The chapter 1 is about the research and the first step practice about non-binary gender, queer protests of mushroom and shaman. My project is about non-binary gender identities. Based on my own personal experience as a Chinese queer, my parents wanted to control my sexuality and lifestyle after they found out about my homosexuality, forcing me to change myself and give me a lot of pressure. But I think my own existence and other non-binary people are natural. I have done a questionnaire. 50% to 70% of Chinese queer and gay people feel that they face a contradiction between their family and themselves. I also do some research on the queer situation and resistance, such as Queer China, Queer Co, and Queer Ecology. First of all, I found my research that mushrooms are very specific in terms of gender and reproduction. We have two traditionally recognized gender, male and female. However, the fungi species can have thousands of the genders. Fungi can mate almost every species encounter. The mycelium is a network of fungi establishing the multi-species and multi-kingdom symbiosis. Exploring the limits of the society in great concept is an process in deconstructing and reshaping power systems. A project of the queer series to deconstruct the concept of the heterosexuality, such as the family as a reproductive unit. Some animists also see plants and fungi life as human and interact with them. Secondly, I also investigate the concept of the shaman in animism. Gender is not differentiated from the male and female, but from the animate and the inanimate. The shamanic function itself requires the gender fluidity and flexibility, usually not confined to the framework of men and women. So I did a shamanic custom design for myself. There are mushrooms grow up with top of the my height and between my leg. My facial makeup is based on the Chinese shadow puppet. This means I grew up from nature and I am androgynous, dramatic, defined, and gender fluidly people. In the chapter 2, I prepare to the animation elements, character, and storyline and style. First of all, I started researching and experimenting with some elements. For example, mushroom, earthworm, irregular triangle. In addition, Indian sexual temple sculptures, queer code, Chinese paper card, and shadow puppet also give me some inspiration. The pink inverted triangle is a symbol of the queerness and gayness, and the inverted triangle also really like the female pubic hair area. So my storyline is that a stick insect jumped into the mushroom from the triangle behavior in the nature. Gradually, I found that my pubic hair become the mushrooms and the mycelium. I connected with the same kind of people, but the mushroom was torn off by my parents, and I was in the pain. I become the unconscious state. In the dream, I dreamed that I was a shaman, that I was androgynous, connected to the heaven and the earth. When I wake up, I reconnected to the mycelium and growth, be a stronger mushroom and queer. chapter 3, I did some experimental image about the drawing, collage, 3D, and projection. I also do some research about the drag show has a non-binary performative nature. I think it's like a shamanism practice in the contemporary queer life. I try to incorporate some of their eyes, accessories, custom movements into my drawing and collage. Some research about the women and queer themes work as a video of the Venus Millennium. I try to make the image I create more androgynous and primitive petroglyphs. I want them that looks both primitive and futuristic and bizarre. So my next plan is to combine the real contact with my drawing so that make my impression more precise. I hope my work encourages non-binary people to have the encourage to be themselves, to express their unique beauty and their anger. I want my final work to be the animation, projection, and a part of the performance in that. Thank you.